Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to discuss combinators in CSS. Combinators explain the relationship between listed selectors. There's four we'll discuss today. Descendants, which is just a space. A child, which is a right-angle bracket. A tilde, which is a general sibling. And plus, which is for adjacent siblings. You would type something like this. You'll have selector 1, a combinator, for example the child combinator, then another selector. If I said div child combinator, then P, we're applying CSS properties to any paragraph elements found within this div section. What we'll do in this example is create a div section. I will give this div an ID of container. We'll create a few paragraphs. For paragraph 1, let's say this is number 1. We'll create another paragraph. Then we'll create an inner div section. This div section will not have an ID, but within this inner div section, we'll have another paragraph. This is number 3. Outside of our div with an ID of container, we'll create 2 more paragraphs. This is number 4, this is number 5. That's all we'll need for now. Just to make it a little more clear that this is a div section, I'll take our container, then give it a border. Border, 2 pixels solid. Paragraphs 1, 2, and 3 are within a div section, 4 and 5 are not. I would like to highlight all paragraphs within my ID of container. I will take my ID of container, then I will use the descendant combinator, which is an empty space. Then list another selector. I'm going to highlight all paragraphs within my div section. That would be my div section space. Then what am I applying CSS properties to? My paragraphs. Let's take the background color and set that to be yellow. Something like that's fine. All paragraph descendants of our container change the background color to yellow. That is the descendant combinator. It's just an empty space. Then you have children. Children is a right-angle bracket. Highlight any paragraph children of our container class. Only 1 and 2 are highlighted. That's because 3 is not technically a child. Think of it like a grandchild in this case. Paragraphs 1 and 2 are direct children of our container. But our third paragraph is one more level deep, because it's wrapped within another div section. It's a descendant, but not a child. All children are descendants, but not all descendants are children. That would apply to number 3. That's why only 1 and 2 are highlighted. That is the child combinator. Then we have general sibling, which is represented with a tilde. Take any paragraphs that are general siblings of our container. That would highlight 4 and 5. Paragraphs 4 and 5 are both siblings to our container. They're both considered children of the body of my document. Therefore, they're siblings, like brothers and sisters. But if I were to wrap these 2 paragraphs within a div section, well, now they're no longer siblings. This div section is now a sibling to this first div section. Think of it this way. Paragraphs 4 and 5 are nieces and nephews to the first div element. Alright, let's reverse that. Then we have adjacent siblings. Using a plus sign, we will select only adjacent siblings. 4 is selected, but not 5. The adjacent sibling is the next direct sibling, but not all siblings. That's why 4 is selected and not 5. But if I change their positions around, 5 is now selected. Alright everybody, so those are combinators. They explain the relationship between listed selectors. You have descendant, child, general sibling, and adjacent sibling,